Hello, Cecil County and the world. Maybe this world, maybe another. It's June the 30th, the last day of June. July is coming like a ton of bricks, and tonight we have a very special guest. A couple of special guests. Our first guest, I could tell you all about her, but I think it's better if she tells you about herself. Isayel, welcome to the show.
Great, I love it. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I want to talk a little bit about my background. I'm a registered nurse. I have a master's degree where I provide therapy to clients who have emotional and mental challenges. And after working in the professional world for so many years, you know what? I realized that people really are looking for other alternatives of healing. They really are looking for other directions in life. And that's when I finally started to realize I need to start to study other modalities. So I studied Reiki, I studied healing touch, I studied integrated energy therapy, polarity, and even Peruvian shamanism. And with my study of the Peruvian shamanism, it was very deep and very special. And one day, my shaman teacher, Oscar Miracosada, he said to me that you will be sitting in the north direction in the medicine wheels. And I was like, okay, Oscar, why do you always sit me cardinal north, every medicine circle? And he said to me, you know what? You have a direct link with heaven. And I never realized that until I asked him that question. I was like, oh, really? So then I continued my studies with him, and another time there was an event at Walker Creek Ranch in California, and another student brought this very large rock. It had a face in it, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And at lunch, Oscar had all the other students go to lunch, and he said, Isayel, I want you to come outside with me, and I'm going to ask you to ask the rock specific questions, and then I want you to provide me with the answers. And I just honored him, and I did as he requested. And through this experience, you know, I really realized, and this was several years ago, that I really need to start honing in on my spiritual gifts and talents. And then I started to do spiritual fairs and expos. And this is where I met Rob.
This is where we met at Dove Valley when they had their spirit fair a couple of years back.
You're absolutely right. Yes. And when he met me and I met him, I felt like it was divine intervention, like this was meant to be.
And this show, as you manifested this show because you contacted us. Now, everybody out there has a little bit of a spiritual side. How do they develop it? You have an event coming up, correct?
Yes, I want the community to know that in August 16th and 17th, at the American Legion Hall at 501 St. John Street in Havre de Grace, it's going to be called the Serendipity Fair. And I will be there. And the name of my booth is Enlightened Soul Communication. And I would love for all you to come out to this event and come to my booth so that I can provide you some guidance. The way I do my channeling work is I provide guidance to people who have issues with health challenges, relationship challenges, or career work challenges. And I guide them specifically to help them find a resolution to their problems.
And you also, this came out of your previous work, maybe ongoing work as a therapist for people with emotional disorders and things?
I still do work in that area, and I do both.
You're able
my
to integrate
day job and my spiritual work on the weekends.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Maybe you could give us a brief example of something you have done that might pique people's interest.
Yeah, I really would like people to know that a lot of times when I'm doing shows, people will come up to me and they'll say, are you a medium? Can you channel my deceased grandmother or my deceased son? And typically I'll say to them, well, you know, I don't normally do this because I like to specifically go directly to the heavenly realm, because by doing that, the accuracy of the information is much more greater and pure. However, the woman was crying and, you know, I wanted to assist her, so I said, sure. In this particular incident, she lost her aunt. And there was an object that her aunt wanted to give to her that she never got a chance to give to her. And so I said, well, let's bring in, usually I let the person choose which deity do you want me to channel? Mother Mary, Jesus, Archangel Michael? You decide. So in this particular case, she wanted to do Mother Mary. So the way it worked out is Mother Mary came in, and I could see very clearly through my third eye. And here, the aunt came in with Mother Mary, and we were able to resolve solution because I asked the aunt, was this a physical object? Because the girl, she wanted to know, was it a physical object that my aunt had that she wanted to give me, or a non-physical object? And here it was a physical object, but it had no great merit or value to, but it had sentimental value to it. And I was able to bring that information to her to provide her comfort. And also, what sometimes happens during the course of the channeling work, heaven will direct me on how to conduct a healing in that very moment. So I brought healing energy to her at the same time, and I was able to soothe her. And at the end of the session, the tears turned to smiles. So I was able to assist her in that way.
That is awesome, and that is serendipity happening right then and there.
Yes, yes.
So the Serendipity Fair, again, is August 16th and 17th at the American Legion.
Correct.
In Havre de Grace, 501 St. John Street. And if you want to contact Isayel, her website is www.enlightenedsoulcommunication.com, correct?
Correct. Yes, yes. And you can go to my website to learn more. There's detailed explanation on how I conduct the work in 3 parts. So I'd love everybody to come out to the fair, come look me up at my booth, and we'll all have a good time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.